Good morning, great morning, great morning. What's happening? What's happening? What is happening? Happy Monday to all of my folks out there, all of my constituents out there. I'm your man, OG Truth with a two, Hurts with a Z, coming at you with the nothing but the truth. Weekend review. Well, folks, Friday, we covered the Dream, we covered Falcons. Falcons. We covered Georgia. We covered Georgia Tech, and I'm happy to say, man, we had an immaculate weekend. On Saturday, Georgia Tech, and in fact, Georgia State, Georgia Southern, and Kennesaw State all handled their business. They got down. Everybody won. I'm gonna get to Georgia and Georgia Tech in a minute. Now we're gonna talk about the Atlanta Dream. Atlanta Dreams playoff journey began yesterday. I'm I'm embarrassed to say that I slept through it. I laid down to take a nap, and I woke up like 10 minutes before the start of the Falcons game. I guess I was pretty tired. Had a long weekend, so I slept through the Dream game, but I did go over a few highlights or low lights or whatever. Look like the Dream got big games from Nas Hillman, Ryan Howard, and Alicia Gray. They also got contributions from Bree Jones with 10 and 5, um, and the usual production that we got from the bench. Um, from what I was told, for somebody who actually saw the game, the Dream pretty much handled them from beginning to end. That's in the first round of the WNBA playoffs is always the best of three. So the Dream definitely not out of the woods. They got to go to Indiana tomorrow to try to secure the series sweep. I say go ahead on and get it and get it out the way. You don't want to be faced with a one game elimination situation nowhere, even if it is at home. You want to go ahead and get them out the way because more than likely you're gonna see them damn Las Vegas Aces in the second round. And to me, right now, I think Las Vegas Aces and Atlanta Dream are the best two teams in the WNBA. But it's just the way the seeding is gonna go. They're gonna have to see each other in the WNBA semis, which is the semis is the best 3 out of 5, and of course now they moved the finals to the best 4 out of 7. These best 2 out of 3 series, it bothered me. Okay, yeah, my bad. Anytime my phone, I got to operate out of my phone this morning, so my phone is gonna ring up, and I may have to kick it back. But great start off for the Dream. Um, if nothing else, they held serve it on their home court. So I say let's just not play around with these girls. They still a dangerous basketball team, even though they don't have Caitlin. Kelsey Mitchell can put them on their back. Aaliyah Boston can make enough noise. Um, and they also have a couple of good good people. If Sophie Cunningham is back or not, because I know she got hurt, but they can still be a dangerous team. What up, LT?
What up?
Oh, I don't know it. I don't know it. We just talking about the Dream going ahead on and taking care of business, holding serve on their home court. Getting the first win out the way. You got anything to chime in on that?
Congratulations to the Dream. Good win for y'all yesterday.
Yep. Um, that first round series is the first round series in WNBA always scares me because even though we are the favorite, the best 2 out of 3 can go either way. All the, I mean, the Dream Hill serve in the first game at home, and then they got to go to Indiana for game 2, and then in order for Indiana to send a Dream home, they got to beat us here. But they have beat us here before, so of course it was with Caitlin. But they, like I was saying, they still a dangerous team without Caitlin. But I do expect the Dream to go ahead on and handle their business with these girls because they got them dogs next round. And I say even though the Aces secured the 2 seed, I think right now they are the best team in the W. And I think the Dream is right up under is right up under them and over the links. So uh good luck to the Dream. Hopefully, when we talk on Friday, they'll be you know getting ready for round 2. All right, let's go to Saturday. Like I said, on Saturday we had a clean sweep on Saturday with all the team with a lot of the teams from Georgia. I still ain't got an update on schools like Fort Valley, Albany State. Somebody give me a buzz. Fort Valley, Albany State, West Georgia, Valdosta State. Somebody give me an update on those schools, but the main schools that are eligible for any college football playoff action, all 5 of them won. Georgia won, Georgia Tech won, Georgia State won, Georgia Southern won, Kennesaw State won. Great Saturday for the local teams. Let's go to Georgia Tech and Clemson. That was a pretty entertaining game, LT. Came down to the wire, and it's explained to us. First of all, give me a brief overview of the game, and then explain to us the wacky ending.
Well, the overview of the game is, and like I had said on last week's shows, that Tech was a statement game for Tech. You have not beaten Clemson since 2014. In order for you to get taken seriously, even though you did pull off the upset last year against FSU, but if you wanted to be taken seriously as a team, you had to go out there and beat Clemson, who took a loss at LSU early on and then ultimately lost again. I mean, and they won the last week. So if you wanted to make a statement and let the world and put the world on notice, you had to win this game, and you did exactly that. It wasn't a pretty game. It wasn't, oh, they to go out there and put up 40 plus points type game. No, you played football, run the football, play strong defense, and you hit a walk off field goal, a fire drill field goal like that, where you had to rush your field goal team on the field and kick the game winner to win the game. Me personally, I love that. I love the rush of that and whatnot. But like I said, Georgia Tech was displayed that it was a very physical team. And I mean, a lot of people don't know that Tech used to be an SEC team. I ain't gonna lie to you. They right now are embodying what the SEC is, which is strong physical football. Tech is a very physical team. That boy Haynes King might not have a long career, but listen, I'm gonna appreciate every game he played for the time that he playing because I love the warrior that he is as a quarterback. He go out there and get the job done and put his body on the line to win games. I can appreciate that. Tech defense definitely is better than what even I expected. I didn't expect them boys to be. I knew they were gonna be good, but I didn't think they were gonna be that good. But them boys is really that good. Like you got to look at it. They came into the season saying that Cade Klubnik was a Heisman hope, possibly first overall pick in next year's upcoming draft. Yeah, what I saw
He,
Saturday, Tech probably dropped them down a couple spots.
he's a Heisman Trophy. He's a high ass man candidate.
Yeah,
Um, I want to speak on I want to speak on the kid, the wideout kid. This Isaiah Canyon kid, 6'4", 220 pounds, and this kid is an athletic freak, and he made plays for Tech throughout the game. Let's talk about this kid, man. This kid is a bona fide stud, and he could be a possible top 15 pick based on what I'm hearing about this kid. And Tech also have playmakers Malik Rutherford and Jamal Haynes. But let's talk about Canyon. What do you know about Canyon?
Hold on, what position he play?
Wide out the number
Okay,
14, light skinned kid. Yeah,
okay.
6'4", 215, 220, and run like a deer.
Honestly, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'll tell you about the kid. From what I've seen, because everybody know Tech is still a strong running team. But what I've seen from him, like you said, when you call on his name, he makes plays. But what you what you like in a guy like him is a guy that's able to go out and not only make plays with his as a receiver, but be a great downfield blocker. And he's definitely been showing that, which why you see them big plays from the running game. You got to give him credit. To me, he could be one of those guys like if he put in the right system in the next level, he could be very successful. He kind of give me Hines Ward vibes, if you will. Now
A,
the only thing
a,
like you,
a bigger version though. Hines is like
yeah,
Hines. I don't think Hines touched 6 feet. This kid's 6'4", man.
I know, but like I said, he's bigger and he's faster than Hines. But he embodied what Hines Ward
Yeah. Oh yeah.
was
The
as
warrior.
as a player.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the tough, hard nosed warrior mentality. And let's go back to Haynes King. I'm gonna tell y'all something. The one good thing I felt about, and we're gonna talk about Gunner after this. But the one good thing I felt about after Saturday is our two main teams. We got some dogs at the quarterback position. I mean, they may not be the most talented, and because I'm not that good at judging quarterback talent. That's not my department. I don't know what makes a good quarterback, what doesn't make a good quarterback. But as a coach, I'm gonna tell you something. Hey, that thing that sit between his backbone and his breastbone, he got a big one, and that's Haynes King.
if
Um,
the only thing about Haynes, if Haynes actually was to become an actual passer for real, the dude would be the perfect QB for the. He will to me he would be a much better Josh Allen. Josh Allen is a physical quarterback when it comes
yeah,
to his running style, but
his game
he
reminds me of Josh Allen. He's not as
but,
big as Josh.
but his physicality is way more better than Josh Allen's physicality, and that's why I said if he was able to pass the rock a little bit better, he would be listen, he'll be in so many terms in today's NFL. He's a coach's wet dream
Yeah,
because he's physical. You can actually call plays for him to run the football and whatnot. He shows you he can take those hits. He can take those hits and keep going. Like that touchdown to tie the game. That man, I mean, to take the lead, that man ran into the defender and drove his way to the end zone to score
uh,
that touchdown. You
he
can't
took
ask for
on
nothing better.
he took on a strong safety.
Yeah,
And the strong safety buckled before he did.
right. So that's why I said he will be today's NFL coaches wet dream, and I can't do nothing but appreciate that from that young man. Like I said, that man showed physicality, he showed toughness, he showed grit, he showed heart. That's what you got to do when you the leader of a team like that. And if you embodying it and your team embodying it, they're gonna do nothing but follow suit. And like I said, I'm very, very, very proud of Tech right now, man. I know people they got their rivals between Georgia and Georgia Tech or whatever. Look, I ain't went to neither one of those schools, so I support them both. And I'm happy to see Tech doing good. I remember the days as a kid coming up where you used to see Tech and Georgia both in the top 25. Not saying that Tech haven't been in recent years, but they ain't been in it consistently. I want them to be back in it consistently, just like Georgia been in all these years over the past 20 plus years. I want Tech to get back in that glory where they see in the top 20, top 15, that borderline top 10 in the nation. I want to see that because me personally, my dream for this season would I would love to see both the Bulldogs and the Yellow Jackets in the college football playoffs. I would love to see that.
In a perfect world, I would like to see them both when they meet each other. For clean old fashioned hate for both of them to be undefeated. And so right now, I'm looking at Tech's schedule. All right, next week they got Temple. It ain't a layup, but they should handle Temple at Wake Forest. Wake Forest, they're a little stingy up there. You got a bye week, and then you got Virginia Tech at home. That should be a tough one. You go to Duke. Duke is not garbage. Got Syracuse at home at NC State. That's gonna be a doozy there. At Boston College, you got Pitt at the house, and then you got Georgia. Now I'm gonna tell you, not many of those games gonna be easy, but Tech should be able to run this table up top.
If Tech handle their business, Tech could go into that primetime game against Georgia undefeated, and they playing in Atlanta,
No,
and it's gonna be a fight.
no Miami or Georgia Tech or even Louisville or Florida State. Excuse me, I said no Miami, Florida State, or even Louisville. Yeah, it's Tech need to take advantage of this. And I'm not shitting on those other schools, but I think Tech is better. Now that Pittsburgh team don't look too bad. Uh but they just tricked it off to West Virginia, didn't
They just tripped off the West Virginia.
they? I know NC State gonna be tough.
Yeah,
Uh, I don't know
Syracuse
what
gonna play tough too.
Syracuse gonna be tough. Virginia Tech gonna be tough, but all these games are more than winnable for Tech. Tech should run this table. They
You
should
just
run the table.
you can't like for example, you got Temple next week. That's a trap game because y'all fresh off of beating Clips. So mofos you still partying from Saturday. You can't bring that in today. The day a whole new week. You got to get focused because Temple could be an absolute trap game for them.
I think the trap game could be after Temple at Wake Forest because Wake Forest is before the bye week. Um, I'm pretty sure Brett Key is talking to him about trap game against Temple, so they should come. They should come focus against Temple because that usually the game that you'd be concerned about after a big win be the next game. But after beating Temple, I hope they don't go into relax mode going into Wake because Wake plays tough up there in Winston Salem. So we just gonna see how they go right now. So congratulations to Tech. They jumped into the top 25. They are now number 18. So let's get it. Okay, getting
Uh,
to getting to Georgia and Tennessee. Now we had now on Friday. We was all over the place when it came to Georgia because we were so disappointed. For overall, as a fan base, we was kind of disappointed in that showing in their first 2 weeks against Austin P
Marshall.
and Marshall. And see, that's the curse of being a good team. When you're a good when you a good team, expectations are different. So it's kind of hard to guard against playing down to your competition. But when a team plays down to their competition, that means if you say that about a team playing down their competition, that means when they get some competition, they're gonna bow their neck. And Georgia bowed their neck on Saturday, big time. That was a game that was a very losable game for Georgia, and they handled their business. Um, Gunnar Stockton, excuse me, I mispronounced his name. Gunnar Gunna Stockton. Um, he ain't afraid of the moment. Let's let's talk about that kid.
Oh man, that that boy gonna stock 10. Yeah, yeah. And I know Georgia fans going they y'all gonna wanna hang me for this, but he 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 he's a better quarterback than Stetson. Like Stetson had a quality team. Like I'm talking about when I say quality team, you had pure NFL talents on those teams that won back-to-back national championships between, Jordan Davis, Jalen Carter, Jalen Walker, Ringo, like I said, the list goes on and on. You even have Brock Bowers, who's pretty much at this point, you might well say the 3 years that Brock Bowers was in college, he was the best college football player in the league because when he went to the NFL, the boy balled out immediately playing for the Raiders, who really didn't have much of a quarterback. So if you seen what he did in the NFL as a rookie, that lets you know that Brock was really real deal Holyfield when it comes to his gameplay. But Gunner was out there willing and dealing the best way he knew how. I listen for it's 4th and 6. Crucial part. If you don't get this, matter of fact, you came off a turnover. They strip sacked you. Georgia defense held under 3. Now you down 8 points. And now here it is, the game on the line, 4th and 6. You on the road, hostile environment, crowd going crazy. Atmosphere is otherworldly. And on a 4th and 6, instead of you keeping the drive alive to just, commemorate your way to the end zone or whatever, you took a deep shot
A
a
kill
deep
shot.
shot on 4th and 6.
Took a
And
field
not only
shot.
you took it, you dropped it right in the bucket for a touchdown and then proceed to get a 2-point conversion to tie the game up. Damn it, that's what you want to see in a quarterback. That's what you want to see in a QB.
And no, we're not saying we're not finna compare him to any of the greats. But key thing is, like I said about the aforementioned Haynes King. This boy got something. This boy got moxie, man. He got something between the backbone and the breastbone, and Georgia sorely needs that. I'm gonna tell you that right there. Listen, that was a very losable game for Georgia. They still banged up on the O line, so they kind of shifting guys in, shifting guys out, patchworking guys in, patchworking guys out. Now, I saw a couple of guys this Saturday that I really wasn't familiar with. I really wasn't familiar with number one. I know
Great.
you, yeah. And there was a couple of backs that I wasn't familiar with. Um, I don't know. I don't know if that's just a temporary thing, but that same formula that they used Saturday, they need to stay with it. They were going back to Georgia Bulldog football right there.
Amen.
Um, they had about six. They had about six guys. Bobo used about six guys out the backfield. Now, before I go to the defensive side, getting to Bobo, no, I'm not gonna throw no parade. I'm not gonna throw no
I'm like,
parade.
here's a round of applause. That's what you get.
Yeah,
You
so
did your job, sir.
he
You
did his
did your
job.
job.
I think the issue that a lot of Georgia fans got is is Bobo's consistency. We know he can call plays. We know he ain't no complete dummy, but it's just his consistency. Sometimes he have brain farts during the game. He had one this game, but he supplemented for it.
I
Um,
mean, like right now, we giving him praise, and the next week well, we ain't got a game next week because I think we off. Cause
yeah,
I think yeah, we off, and then we got
Al-
Bama when we come back. But what I'm saying is like he'll have you praising right now, and then 2 weeks later he got you cussing him the hell.
yeah. So, but again, he did his job. That's what he's supposed to do. He's supposed to help lead this team. The Georgia offense put up 38 points in 4 quarters, and then they wound up securing the win in overtime. Now, let's get to this defense. Kirby, why in the fuck are we asking Mike Bobo and Gunnar Stockton and the rest of that offense to put
To
up
put up 40.
to put up 44 to win a game. What's up with that, Kirby? That's inexcusable. Our D backs look like stirred fried shit
That
early in the
boy
game.
that boy Aguilar was dragging his sack across our damn defense face. That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
The first
So,
three drives were touchdown drives. But what you doing? The boy had 21 points before the first quarter was over with.
like it happened.
21.
It happened that fast. It happened that fast, and like I said, that's that made it a very very losable game. I'm pretty sure Kirby's not wasn't happy about that. But that was a major test to pass. Really for Gunner Stockton. Um, to go in an environment like that, I'm gonna tell you something. It's tough to win at Neyland Stadium, folks. It's tough. All right, they bringing 104, 105,000 fans, and and probably 95 of them are diehard Tennessee fans. I think they handed out a couple thousand tickets to some Georgia fans, but hey, in that stadium there, to be able to for Gunner Stockton and that offense to be able to not flinch, because Tennessee threw the first punch, and then we countered, and then they threw another punch.
Yeah, they threw
Then they
two.
then they threw no, we countered, then they threw two punches, and then we countered, and then they threw another punch, and it was just like blow for blow. And then we even put the ball on the ground one time, and that's when you normally expect a quarterback to fold up. Gunner didn't fold up. He didn't fold up.
Granted,
Uh,
now
uh,
Georgia
uh,
defense did get two interceptions, but
yeah,
even
yeah, yeah, yeah,
then, you
yeah,
got
yeah.
two picks, but it was still
We gave them the
like
ball on the short field, and
it took it,
the defense finally got a stop that we need. The defense needed to hold them to three or less since we gave them the ball. Um, uh, in the on their side of the field, they did. It took a 5 point lead to an 8 point lead, and then Gunner Stockton happened. Gunner Stockton marched his team down the field, and again, like LT said, 4th and 6. It'd have been easy to run a 4th and 6 type play. No, they took the kill shot to the front corner of the end zone. The ball was perfectly placed there. If that ball is any kind of way off, the kid may have been out of bounds, or maybe even he could have had a pick. Um, I'm I'm like I said, we're not gonna throw any confetti because we expect right now, and maybe because we spoil as fans, we expect Georgia to win. We expect Georgia to win. Now, Georgia's schedule is a little different from Tech's schedule. Georgia got to run a little gauntlet here. All right. After the bye week, we got Bama at home at night, of course. All right. We got Kentucky at home. Now, that ain't gonna be no layup. All right. Anytime you go to Auburn down on the plains, that's a that's all you got. That's a rivalry game. And then
yeah.
after Auburn, we got Ole Miss at the crib. And that's why
Lane
that
Kiffin ain't gonna be no hoe about it.
uh
He coming that Nick Saban, that's Nick Saban treat.
and I'm gonna tell you, that Ole Miss offense is better than Tennessee's. And you saw what Tennessee's offense did to our defense. So Kirby, they need to get that together. All right, and then of course at Florida, them games all can go either way. At Mississippi State after that, that's a that could be a trap game because after Mississippi State, who we got? We got
Georgia
Texas.
Tech.
We got
Oh,
Texas.
oh, yeah, Texas, yeah. Yeah. That's a prime time game, but we ain't gonna get into that. I'll speak on that a little later. Trying to
After
kind of
Texas, after Texas, a possible another trap game. You got Charlotte at the house. Georgia. The rest of Georgia's schedules are with heavy hitters and then Tech. Of course, Tech at the end. Heavy hitters and possible trap games. So Kirby gonna have to do yeoman's work to keep those kids focused. All right. Before we go to the Falcons, as y'all see, I put in the chat right there. I put my channel. Um, We got 30. We got 28 other people in here. Make sure if you're not subscribed to True Sports and Entertainment, hey, I need y'all to go on it. I'm gonna give y'all about 2 minutes to go and hit them buttons. And if you don't, and I'm gonna know if you don't hit them buttons. I'm gonna tell you if if you don't hit them buttons, I'm gonna go and steal. I'm gonna break in your house and steal all your food. Now hit them buttons. Make sure y'all lock in at 66 MK Live, as you can see. Um, his channel is locked in here as well. So make sure y'all hit them buttons, man. I need some love. Hey, I'm tired of eating bologna and spam and ramen noodles. I want to eat a steak every so often. So make sure y'all hit them buttons. All right, last night, Sunday night football, the Falcons traveled up to Minnesota. In arguably one of the most hostile environments in the NFL. And just to be honest with you, the Falcons pretty much handled Minnesota last night. Of course, the fan base was crashing out because we kicked field goals and instead of touchdowns early. But guess what else we did? We won the fucking game. My defense didn't allow them in the end zone. My defense got 4 turnovers. My defense got 6 sacks. So, hey,
Man, I'm gonna get into. Uh,
all the
I'm,
cry, all the crying about you probably going through a dead area, LT. You choppy, so you probably going through a dead area. While LT getting his comms together, also the kicker from Peachtree City, he went out there and he did his job. Um, um, he made 4 makeable field. He made kick 5 field goals. 4 of them was makeable. He made them, and the fifth one was from 54 yards out, and he nailed it. So, of course, as soon as he people already done cut Young Wei Koo. To my understanding, he's still on the team. So, um, I'll let the Falcons figure out how they gonna do that. So, because I'm not gonna be the one to advocate for somebody to get cut. Um, so and and I want y'all to keep this in mind. Whenever a kicker wins a job, he wins a job because he showed that he can just be he can be a little better than the guy who he beat out at the time. But then, I just like who won the job, man. So I mean, we could just a life expectancy of a kicker or a punter in this league can be real short if you have a bad day or two. So again, he kicked 5 field goals.
I know you.
You good now?
All right, so let me go and get all this stuff out the way. For the folks
Yep.
that got complaints about the way the offense played last night, let me go and tell y'all something. Cause I had my homeboy call me this morning. He said something about the play caller. It ain't the play caller. It's execution. If your team execute, we hang for it. I counted. We left 23 points on the board last night.
And it wasn't because
23.
of Greg. It wasn't because of Greg Robinson. And y'all stopping with all these fucking rehearsed speeches. All this all this it's either predictable. It's either predictable or no creativity. What the fuck y'all want them to create? Somebody answer that question. Create what?
I mean, but it ain't like I said. For folks to say that, it's either predictable or there's no creativity. That's a lie. Because like I said, whether like the players was good, your players are not executing. You got towards the red zone twice, not executing. You getting false start penalties or whatever the case may be. So that's backing you up. You took an unnecessary sack. You had one play where you had Drake London here to get a catch for a first down, and by him trying to fight for extra yards, ended up getting the ball punched out.
Too many balls hitting the ground after they touch or leave his hands.
Not only that, listen, as much as y'all want to praise, Y'all want to praise Bijan because yeah, he had 100 something plus yards on the ground last night and this, that, and third. But guess what? On one of those drives that ended up turning to a field goal,
He put the
he
ball on
had
the
a drop.
ground.
He dropped the ball. He dropped the pass that should have been. They could have got us a first down. I want to hear that shit. Execution. It ain't coaching. Not at this moment. It's execution.
I had
Because
somebody
Penny's in
tell
here
me.
right in his hands.
I had somebody tell me if I can't see it's the OC, then I must be a dummy. I said, I guess I must be a dummy then. Look,
I would have said something so disrespectful.
look, all you fantasy GMs, take the Falcons off y'all team
Please.
because hey,
Please.
I don't want to. I don't want to hear you bitching and moaning because somebody didn't hit their fantasy numbers, and then when we call you on that shit, tell a lie talking about fantasy has nothing to do with it. Man, y'all think we slow or something? Uh,
You
don't
talk
don't
that.
don't play them on Prize Picks. Don't mess with nobody.
I ain't even set mine up this week. When I realized that I ain't made a sheet for prize picks, I said, damn, it was like 5 o'clock. But see that let me know how much I don't pay attention. I want to see football. Relying on prize picks and all that crap, but they ain't gonna that don't do nothing but ruin your mindset.
Hey man, y'all don't bring your personal problems over here to social media because you ain't your feelings because Tyler Algier didn't get that extra 1.5 yard. Hey, uh don't play them on Prize Pick and you fantasy GMs take them off your team. Now I did.
The
Now let me tell you something. Our offensive coordinator is not going to have call a perfect game. That's just like referees don't call perfect games as far as the refereeing. Referees miss calls, umpires miss calls, co- coaches sometimes miss on play calls. Okay, that's what it is. Listen, if Zach Robinson hit on all his calls, then we should never get stopped. We should score a touchdown every time. You're not being realistic.
yeah, because you do know the team that you playing, they play in the NFL too, right?
Yeah,
They
and they're
right.
trying to stop you. And like
I don't know what OG Cons is in, but
no,
but
oh no, about whatever. I guess he was talking to me. I guess he talking to me. Say he ain't seen me in the year. I've been around. I've been around. Shit,
oh,
I
you
ain't been.
probably you probably talking about me because I ain't that like when the off season come, I disappear.
Oh, okay. Okay, he
Yeah,
talking to you.
yeah.
Okay.
I disappear. When the off season come, I disappear. I do like I might do something quick like on draft time or something of importance that might take place, and then they might see me then. But I'm pretty much MIA most of the off season.
Look here. Tell the fans the truth. Look, y'all. LT is a male exotic dancer in his part time, and he do this a lot during the off season. His ladies, y'all can look him up. His dance name is Ross Steele. But at any rate,
I hate this man. I hate this man so much.
um, now that we done got the negative out the way, the Falcons won a football game playing backyard football yesterday. The Falcons
Man,
won a football game where their quarterback didn't shine. The Falcons won a football game where you still had pre-snap penalties. The Falcons won a football game where the quarterback got put on the ground. How many times Penny's got sacked last night?
I think 2 or 3 times.
Okay, then. So Penny's trying to. You had communicate. Listen, folks, for everybody who want to crucify Zach Robinson for the penalty. Yes, he is part. Yes, he is part fault for that. Raheem Morris is part fault for that because if Zach Robinson ain't getting the guys in fast enough, then Raheem Morris need to hang his foot off in Zach Robinson's ass.
But I
Period.
mean, but here's the problem with people understanding. If you watch the game, did you not hear how loud that building was?
Yeah.
That building was loud. When I tell you Minnesota sounded like a college football stadium, And mind for these folks are loud in a dome. At least in a college football stadium, the sound waves go out into the atmosphere. This is bouncing off it's bouncing off the roof and coming
Yeah,
back in.
yeah, they was loud, man. Yeah, they was loud. Um, and then you could also see where Michael Penix was complaining about the comms in the helmet. Okay, scrap the fucking comms, and hey, we might have to go old school. We might have to run a goddamn receiver in the game with the play, or a running back, or a lineman, run
Or
somebody in the
get a or
game,
get a wristband. Do something.
or
Or
go back to the just you might have to do the sign signals. All right,
no huddle. No huddle. I said that last night. I said for you to kind of crowd noise, run no huddle. That way, like you said, put hands up. Oh, I want you to do this, da 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 da, and go from there. That's how you kind of crowd noise. But they got it together. But see, y'all let to complain about me talking about Raheem. Here you go. You hear that? You hear that clapping? Y'all hear that? Good job, Raheem and Jeff Ulbrich. Your defense played 4 fucking quarters.
4 quarters.
That's what I want to see.
Because last week we scored 20 points and lost by 3. Last night we scored 22 points. Hold on, let me get it right.
You're right. No, we scored 20 points and lost by 3. Last
Tonight
night we scored 22. Last night we scored 22 points and we
won by
won by
16.
16. Good job, defense.
The offense too. Matter of fact, the offense was worse this week than it was last week.
Last week.
Would you believe what I told you? All you gotta do is look at the numbers. Go look at the numbers. The offense was worse last week than it was this week. But guess what? We put that quarterback on the ground 6 times.
Penix got sacked no times last week. He got sacked 3 times last night.
No, they got him 1 time last week.
Yeah, oh yeah, you're right. My bad.
1 time last week. So we got that quarterback on the ground. Congratulations to the rooks on defense. You had 2 rookies to get their first career interception. You had 2 rookies to get their first sack. These guys, listen. When the last time something like that happened? 4 guys that come out. 4 guys is in the same draft. Do that. 2 sacks. Now hold on, Dorf. That Dorfus kid, is he a rookie?
I'm not sure.
Dorfus, what I hate to say his goddamn name.
I'm not sure.
Well, at any rate, we know our 2 top picks got to the quarterback last night. Leonard
Yeah,
Floyd.
JPJ got the Jalen Walker. Jalen Walker pulled one of them pass rush rules that he did against Texas. He dipped that shoulder. And got in on the quarterback.
I saw guys shooting gaps, making tackles behind the line. Whoa, my goodness! Wrap it up. Oh, had a 4th down stop. What? 4 turnovers. What? 6 picks. Okay, I mean 6 sacks and multiple quarterback pressures. There's no excuses. There's no excuse from here on out. Show me you can do it. No excuse from here on out. And Minnesota, they got to talking about Minnesota having a patchwork offensive line. Get over it. So what? Suck it up.
Listen, I had an APB out for Justin Jefferson last night. It wasn't no grittying going on.
So one thing you got to be concerned with AJ's hamstring. I don't think that's his first rodeo with that hamstring. I don't know. I haven't heard anything on the injury report.
He might. I think he might miss a week or 2. But I'd rather be a hamstring than an Achilles. While he was able to walk off, I was happy about that. The way we played, we could survive because even with him out, the defense didn't lose his muster. So that lets me know that we could survive without you at least for a couple weeks.
Yeah, just sit them to after the bye week. You got Carolina coming up, and then you got Carolina and the Redskins. I still call them the Redskins coming here, and then you got the bye week. So I just say just sit them to after the bye week. That gives them 3 weeks off that damn hamstring, and we don't need to lose him.
Now I'm gonna tell you something, y'all. Like I said, y'all know me. All I talk about is defense. But let me tell you something. But I was creaming all on myself last night looking at their defense. Just creaming. This, it was just leaking everywhere. Yeah, that's what I like seeing.
Yeah, it
Four
was, yeah.
quarters, 4 quarters of hard nosed defense, and you terrorizing the offense. It wasn't no running game getting going. Like I said, I had to put an APB out for Justin Jefferson. For the look like he was a healthy scratch last night. Now y'all about to talk about that one big play they got before halftime, but to me it was a healthy scratch.
All right, once again, I'm your man OG Truth with the two Hertz with a Z. Me and LT, we recapping the weekend in sports, man. And look here, man, it was an immaculate weekend
We get
for
as a Georgia sports fan, but
as a
listen, but
Georgia sports fan. It was an immaculate
what?
weekend.
What?
Hey,
When have we ever had a weekend like this?
look
When?
on Saturday, Dogs handled theirs, Tech handled theirs, State handled theirs, Southern handled
Southern
theirs,
had a this. The
Kennesaw
dream had
State
a
handled theirs. Yesterday, the Dream kicked the playoffs off the right way, and the Falcons handled theirs. Those were immaculate. Hell, even them goddamn Braves won yesterday. So
what?
yeah. So it was an
Come on,
immaculate weekend.
man, I love that. I love that as a sports fan. I like that right there. I
Yeah,
like
look at
that.
you can't be mad if you're an Atlanta or Georgia sports fan because everybody handled their business. Like I said, certain schools I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened. Hey, anybody got an update? I know Clark won. I think Clark won. They played on Thursday. Clark won. But shout out to my homie Kevin Pope for securing the head coach job at CAU. If any of y'all who not familiar with Kevin Pope was the head football coach over at Hateville Charter. Best wishes to Kev, securing the job at CAU, and I think he's already won 2 games, which is probably 1 game more than they won last year. So yeah, somebody give me an update on the other schools. What happened with the Morehouse? The Morehouse win. What's up with West Georgia, Valdosta State, Albany State, Fort Valley State? Give me an update because I'm gonna tell you now. Uh, those schools that are eligible for postseason action with the college football playoff, everybody handled their business.
Right.
Let me say what's up. Let me say what's up to folks in the chat. If you're still here, Slim Legacy, what's happening? Xavier, let me what you got going on. Aaron Mike, talk to me, prove it. What's going on? Hey, Christy, what's going on?
All right,
King,
y'all boys. Y'all, I'm gonna be there it out.
yeah, all right, okay. King Quest, what's going on? About whatever, you know what it is. Auntie Pam, appreciate everybody checking in. T Lord, what it do? Again, it was an immaculate weekend for Georgia sports. And trust me, you kind of savor this a little bit because there's been multiple weekends where it was the exact opposite happened when everybody lost, and you just be feeling like complete shit as a fan. So it's temporary. Good win for the Falcons last night. We're gonna see how long AJ gonna be out. Hopefully, it won't be for an extended period of time. Looked like that was the only major injury we had. Good showing by the kid from Peachtree City, the kicker. He handled his business. Um, hey man, our rooks got down on defense, man. 2 sacks, two interceptions. Great job by the rooks. No, we didn't score a lot of touchdowns, but we got the fucking win. We held that team to 0 touchdowns. And only 2 field goal attempts. We could play like this all the time. Okay, I feel like Minnesota is one of the heavyweights in the NFC, and this remember same thing happened last year. We I think we lost the first game last year. Who we played last year? We lost the first game, didn't we? And then we came out and we beat. Philly on Monday night. Well, same scenario this year. We lost the first game, came out and beat the Vikings on Sunday night. So yeah, we up first game in Pittsburgh. We lost to them, and then we came back. We came back and we beat Philadelphia, who were the eventual world champions on Monday night, and then so last night we beat the Vikings. Again, like I said, we're not gonna throw too much confetti. Everybody, it was a collective effort. Everybody handled their business. Still got a few things to clean up. Had a few pre-snap penalties. We got to get that cleaned up. The tackling looked much better last night. That's obvious because um, we got the quarterback on the ground last night. That's all I was raising hell about. See, getting home is one thing, but getting home and securing it, that's another thing. Get them on the ground. They got McCarthy on the ground. Look like he got shook. Look like he got frustrated. Um, but so be it. That's them. Back to the Atlanta Dream. The Atlanta Dream. He'll serve at home. So the playoffs begin yesterday. They beat Indiana 80-69. Big games from Nas Hillman, Ryan Howard, Alicia Gray. Um, and Tech and Georgia. Tech and Georgia played probably the two best games of the weekend, two most exciting games of the weekend. Both games went down to the wire. Georgia had to Georgia was in it like I posted. Georgia was in Lakeland there at 3 o'clock in the morning without a vest, and they survived it because all Tennessee kid should have closed his eyes and made that field goal, but he didn't. I don't know if the false start played a part in it, but uh, the way he shanked that, I don't think no 5 yards would have helped him. Uh, Lady Birds, what's happening? We're gonna see y'all. We're gonna see the Lady Birds tomorrow night. Y'all already know how they do at 8 o'clock. And them Lady Birds, they bring it, man. Lady Birds, they have their special guests. See the guests want to come on y'all show, huh? They want to come on y'all show. They don't even they don't want to food with us. They got to food with the Lady Bird. But guess what? We all together. We all family. So make sure y'all check in with the Lady Birds on Tuesday, every Tuesday at 8 o'clock. Y'all see me and LT again along with the main event, Sierra and the Dunn. Y'all will see us at 7 o'clock on Wednesday with our exclusive World of Wrestling week in review, and I'll be back on Friday with the Nothing But the True Friday, Nothing But the True weekend preview. Again, make sure y'all hit them buttons, man. If you're not subscribed to my channel, man, y'all need to get subscribed to my channel now. Now. I'm about to get in my feelings a little bit because see, I've been stuck at these 268 subscribers for a long. So if you're not subscribed to my channel, I'm gonna put it back in here one more time now, and now then I'm gonna start cutting up when y'all stop showing me love again. Now y'all gonna make sure now. I'm gonna need y'all to subscribe to Truth Sports and Entertainment now. Now, now let's get it now. Let's get it. Did I put it in? Okay. There you go. It should be coming in through my channel and K Style channel now. But make sure y'all make sure y'all show me some love now. True Sports and Entertainment. But again, immaculate weekend for the teams in ATL, for the teams in Georgia. We've got 42 other individuals in here, man. Appreciate y'all checking me out. So everybody on 6MK Live. True Sports and Entertainment. I'm your man, OG Truth with a two hertz with a Z, and we always seek and speak the truth, whole truth, and nothing but the truth. Respect. Y'all make sure y'all check in. OG Sam's not gonna be out. You're gonna be able to come on today. He got some personal business he got to take care of, but make sure y'all catch them. Make sure y'all catch the guys tonight for they Monday evening fallout, and of course tomorrow the Lady Birds, and also after we go on Wednesday, it will be the heavy hitters doing what they normally do on Wednesday. But again, appreciate everybody for checking in. Thanks to everybody in the chat. Happy Monday, great Monday, and we coming off a very very immaculate, prosperous weekend. I'm your man OG Truth with a two hertz with a Z, and on Nothing But the True weekend review. We always seek and speak the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. We are out.